Hey, Ray Hayden here. Now you've seen the tours of the house in those little short segments. This one here is the master bedroom, and what we're doing is initially we're just tearing out the carpet. So the carpet is a place, if there's any kind of water, moisture, or anything in your home, a carpet is a great place to store that. It's a great big giant towel and the foam matting underneath. So it just took me a few minutes to get rid of the carpet so far. Couple more minutes and all this will be gone. And the other thing we're doing in here, you might see the wet floor. We are scrubbing and bleaching this floor. You'll be able to eat off of this floor in no time. All right, so that's what we're working on right now. And hey, Ray Hayden back again. Now this is that last piece of carpet. This piece of carpet that we're looking at right here was along that. It was along that wall right there, here to here. Now I want to point out the very fact I'm talking about. That's a kind of a mold. You know, it's not like one of these deadly molds or anything. Just moisture gets into the carpet and it doesn't make for, you know, a really nice situation, and you're going to have some bad smells in your house. You know, not maybe necessarily all the time, but if that thing gets re-wet, it'll stink again. And we don't really want that. The other thing is we have cats. Cats will rip this thing apart. They'll urinate on it. They'll defecate on it. And they'll make a mess. And you don't want that to happen either. So that's why we demand that our floors be tile all the way through, wall to wall, hall to hall. There's reasons for it, okay? It's easier to clean and it's easier to take care of. I also want to make out that a lot of people have been making the notes in the comments that the house is huge. The house is not huge, actually. It's kind of small. It's actually less space than we have now. It's just laid out differently and it makes better use of the space in larger rooms, but less overall floor space. Anyway, so with that, let's go back to some more cleaning and we'll catch you in the next clip. Bye. All right, Ray Hayden back again for another clip of the carpet removal situation. You see this little line of goo right there. That's the carpet tack. I'll be pulling that up next. That takes a little bit longer. I got to chip it out with a hammer and a chisel thing kind of deal just to pull those up. That other line is glue that they use for the carpet padding. All right, this is indeed the original carpet padding. There's no way, you know, this has been redone. This is glued. That's the original glue thing. What I don't point out are these little black spots over here. Now, the carpet had a little bit of mold on it. That was indeed mold. Some of this might be mold stuff. Other parts of this are the black dots that you see here are not necessarily mold, but because the carpet got damp at some point, maybe somebody came out of the master bathroom area and walked across this area here. There is another bathroom. That is vault room right there. There's a shower in there. If somebody came this way and walked across this, you would see it not happening as much. And you don't see much more of the black spots on the other part of the concrete here, but these would be areas that got maybe damp, maybe they even got wet, especially this one here to the master bath. And what happens is if you look at the carpet padding here, it's got all kinds of black stuff in it, black spots. And those black spots would have been getting wet, and along with mold, would have made some of this black stuff on the concrete here. My wife and I are cleaning up the house now, and we will continue cleaning. All right, Ray Hayden back, and what we're doing here is I'm going to be pulling up this strip. This is the carpet strip. As if you didn't know, it says carpet strip right on it. So that's adorable. So basically I just tap underneath the strip and lift up. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Tap, lift up, tap, lift it up, and then just keep going. You want to be gentle. You don't want to damage the concrete underneath to the best of your ability. You just want to keep going and making it work. There we go. 3 more nails and we're in. There we go. So this stuff here is basically a danger waiting to happen. And I'm going to go take this and put it in the garage away from everything else so that nobody gets injured with this, and we'll get rid of this in the bulk garbage. Right in here, so what we're going to do is I'm going to walk into, from Crow's Nest, I'm going to walk into the kitchen area. There is some water kind of damage underneath the sink. We'll be working, basically I'll be reworking all these pipes, making them absolutely perfecto. Under here, these corner cabinets, a lot of times you'll see a house, they put something in there, and what happened to be in here was a Lazy Susan, one of those things that spins around. We can't stand that kind of thing because you can't clean all the way to the back. We want to be able to clean all the way to the back corner of this cabinet. That's the best thing in the world, and we can't do that with that silly Lazy Susan thing in there. No offense to anybody who likes those things, but we like to be able to clean all the way back in the corner for health and efficiency and effectiveness and all that kind of stuff. So we removed those. They were a pain in the neck, but we got rid of them. Let's go take a look over at the master bedroom. Oh, what we're doing here. We are mopping the floors. See, that's my delicious mop bucket right there. I'll be working my hands off with that. I forgot my gloves. Stupid. Anyways, this is the master bedroom, and I've gotten all the things up off the floor, and I just got to scrape some of this glue up. And then here's my delicious tools right here. These are fantastic. Hammer and a chisel. And this is a device to basically just cut the carpet and the padding up to get rid of those. The camera is doing a funny thing with automatic adjusting for the brightness. I wanted to do that because you couldn't see the Lazy Susan thing underneath the kitchen sink. But anyway, so here's the padding is all gone. A couple of these marks are on the floor. I'm going to clean this up next. After I get done mopping the rest of the floors in the house, I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to come back in here in this room and then clean up the master bedroom floor a bit more. Okay, so with that, catch you in the next clip. Let me back up here. This is where I've been working. Okay, all those lights work, but again, I'm not a big fan of fans, and what we really prefer is to have some kind of a really bright light up there. And we'll be working on that. I did replace them. Those are LED lights, and those are daylight white. They're 65 watts. I like 100 watt equivalents. This is just a bare concrete floor right now. Back to 20 years ago, or 2002 when they built the house. And let's back in the crow's nest and get a good shot at this. I've basically took out the carpet, the padding. I scraped up all on the edge where you see this funny line here. That was glue. I used a painter's tool. I don't have it here though, but these are the other tools I used. And I scraped up everything. Then, Denise, you were right. That is indeed the central vac. It's crazy loud. It's very interesting. And but I just played around with it to vacuum up some dust that was here. There are two cracks on the floor here. The man-made crack here is an expansion joint kind of thing. The other crack over here is a settling crack. So when we redo the flooring here, we have to address any kind of uneven flooring situation, and we will do that.